So you're at the stage now where the students have completed part A of the assignment and they come to part B and they really don't know where to begin. What's the difference between a target market and a theme, sir? What am I going to do? Or some will pull images from the internet and say, I'm going to do this. Now, I know the purists among you would say you start designing with a pencil. But what I'm trying to get the students to do is analyze the brief, right? Analyze what they've been asked to do and try and work through it. So I've set up a Google Doc here with the brief for brief, the instructions for part B, and also the requirements that are asked on the market scheme. So first thing I have to make sure is that the document is shared. So click share and just make sure that it's not restricted. It's anyone with a link, right? Otherwise, when you put it into the brainstorm activity, students won't be able to see it, and Boost won't be able to read it properly either. So Brisk icon, boost student activity, and I want to go for a brainstorm. Now, you can attach a rubric to the brainstorm, but I haven't done. So create a brainstorm about this document to help. So all I've done is just ask it to create a brainstorm activity to help students work through their concept design, right? So I've just asked it to create a brainstorming activity about this document to help students work through their concept design. Now, so all I do then is click. So I click brainstorm. Now I'm using the free one, then create, next, and it'll work on. So it says this give view only access, so they can't edit the document. This is what's recommended. Now there are other options there, but for this, it's view only. Click brisket and let it work away, and it will start. And it goes through the different things here. All right. Now, so you have 5. You can see what each of the learning outcomes are, and when they've achieved each of these learning outcomes, the thing will stop interacting. Now, you can edit those in there. You can view progress of your students, so you see all your students. Will look at that in a minute, and then you can share it through a link. So let's go. So we'll just see what this does, right? So the Brisk introduces itself. So hello, what do you need help brainstorming about your lunchbox design project? Now it also reads it for you. If you press that icon there, now you won't hear over the video here, so there's no point in doing it. So I must, yeah, allow just the microphone there. What is the difference between a target market and a theme when designing? So I'll just ask it to clarify that. And I couldn't answer. So it puts it back and makes me try to think. I don't really know. Can you explain it to me so that I can make a choice between a theme or a target market? And it works on. So it tells me what a target market is. It tells me what a theme. So I'm going to work with a target market of a tradesman, a carpenter who's roofing houses. So there's what's the needs of performance of right. So for the lunchbox, now it has to be durable and also strong. It has to keep the food fresh, maybe with the possibility of keeping it cool or warm. And you can work on like that. Metal would be a strong material, but it is not a very good insulator. Plastic would be a good insulator, but plastic lunchboxes break easily. And you work on like that. Now, right, it's basically what I use it for. It teaches them to think, right? So you can go on like that then, and it teaches them to think, and it gives them text that they can use as well. Okay. Now, as I was going through there, look, I have completed output one, I have partially completed output two, and as you go along there to get through it. Now, how do I share this with students? I go share, you can copy the link, student activity, put it into your Teams or your Google Classroom, or you can use this share activity with students. Now, add a class. Now, I use add a class as a filing system rather than having another class for them to log into. Because look, less confusion the better. So we use Google Classroom in our school, and that's where I post stuff. I don't have a second class for them here, but I use it. So I have a list created. So leaving cert, so I don't have DCG here, so I put in DCG. And that just means when I come back looking for stuff, I know where, all right, DCG is there. It's, and I just put in name only, it's just faster. And it's there. And I would copy that link in there. Now to monitor activity, very simply, you would have it here. All your students would come up here and you can see the progress. You can view and see what they've done as well, right? To monitor to see how they're getting on. No, so you would share that out. So what happens then when you come back? Where do you find it? So if I get out of this, I've come back into Brisk. Where do I find it? I go to the house icon. And if you were here before, it used to be a school bag icon up here, but they've changed that. So house icon, and I go to recent, and there it is there. It tells me it's not started, but I can use that again. Okay.